Hi, we're Team Flux, and we worked with Backyard Brains this past semester conducting usability research on their website, and we're excited to share 3 of our key findings. Before hopping into the content, we would like to start off by giving an overview of the things we will be covering in the presentation. We'll start off with an overview of the product and methods. From there, we'll move into each of the 3 findings where we illustrate the research that led to this finding and actions Backyard Brains could take. And finally, we will wrap things up with a recap and dive into some of the limitations. A little bit of background on Backyard Brains. They're a small neuroscience company based out of Ann Arbor. It was founded by Greg Gage and Tim Marzullo, who together working as grad students identified how inaccessible neuroscience equipment was to non-professionals. This drove their mission, making neuroscience accessible to everyone by producing and selling equipment to conduct neuroscience experiments in a non-professional setting. Currently, Backyard Brains offers a number of different products alongside experiments and a number of other online resources. They currently serve teachers, professors, students, hobbyists, and parents. In our research, we discovered that they occupy a very niche space, and their users know it. One stated, "I don't know another comparable product that allows you to gauge electrophysiology at the neural level." We started our research off with interviews where we gained an understanding of users' perceptions of the site and products. This helped inform our comparative analysis, which provided insight into the competitive landscape. Both analyses drove us to build a customer satisfaction survey to gauge customers' experience online and with the product. We then conducted a heuristic analysis where each of us performed designated tests and evaluated the experience against Nielsen's principles. From there, we conducted a card sorting analysis in an attempt to understand how users naturally categorize the information that's already on the website. And finally, we concluded with the usability test, which demonstrated pain points in the user experience. Moving into findings, one of the most prominent issues that came up continuously in our research is the lack of troubleshooting materials. This came up during our interviews, survey, comparative analysis, and heuristic evaluation. During our interview process, all of the interviewees expressed the need for more troubleshooting materials. In some cases, teachers simply wanted extra guidance on how to build a product, and in other cases, hobbyists wanted to look deeper into the documentation behind the systems. Users felt that video demonstrations were helpful, but wished that more video content was focused on addressing common troubleshooting issues. After receiving survey responses from over 50 respondents, we identified that setup and site features received high satisfaction ratings overall. However, there was a relatively higher dissatisfaction rating for troubleshooting materials. Our comparative analysis revealed some methods that comparable companies utilize to offer troubleshooting support. How-to videos and user-to-user platforms for communication are among some of the most informative methods for offering additional help. After performing a heuristic evaluation, we were able to validate our findings from various methods and affirm the need for additional troubleshooting materials. The Backyard Brains website currently contains a number of instructional videos and resources which users find to be very useful. There is an opportunity to improve the user experience even further by curating additional how-to videos, by cataloging frequently asked questions and offering answers in a designated area of the website. Lastly, we recommend facilitating a community forum which would allow users to ask and answer questions to lighten the customer support provided by the Backyard Brains team, and to help identify additional areas for improvement through an open dialogue. Our second finding is a general absence of searching, sorting, and filtering functionality on the Backyard Brains website. Backyard Brains does have some of these capabilities in the store and experiments page, but they are found to be less useful. This finding was built on during our interviews, comparative analysis, card sorting activity, heuristic evaluations, and usability test. During our interviews, it became apparent that a wide variety of users with different needs are using the website. Many of our interviewees indicated that they were unsure where to start when visiting the website for the first time. This shows that some user needs are not being met almost immediately. The severity of Backyard Brains missing sorting and filtering functionality became very apparent when conducting our comparative analysis. The chosen comparators all offer this functionality in a high-quality way, while Backyard Brains did not. In addition, almost all comparators had quality user segmentation to help add clarity to the information presented on their website. While conducting our card sorting activity, nearly half of our participants placed beginner, intermediate, and advanced together in an experiments group, while roughly a third of participants placed top kits for educators, students, and enthusiasts together in a store group. These groupings show a user desire for segmentation and filtering and sorting capabilities on the store and experiments pages, respectively. While performing heuristic evaluations, we all found that the Backyard Brains website violated the user control and freedom and flexibility and efficiency of use heuristics. These were determined to be violated due to issues with information clarity, untrustworthy search filters, and hard to locate attempts at user segmentation. Next, many participants mentioned the sorting and filtering functionality of websites such as Amazon when discussing features of websites they like for online shopping. Furthermore, the lack of filtering functionality on both the product and experiments pages and lack of user segmentation on the homepage caused users to fail to locate information they needed in our usability tests. These findings culminated into 3 recommendations on how to improve searching, sorting, and filtering functionality. The first is to add more criteria that users can filter and sort information by. This will enable users to quickly find products, experiments, and other information on the website. Our second recommendation is to add a search bar that will allow users who are unfamiliar with the website to quickly find information they are looking for. Finally, improving user segmentation will enable the Backyard Brains website to better address the wide variety of needs that users of the website have and give them an idea of where to start. Our last finding is that the site lacks user-to-user interaction. Currently, the site does not have any place for users to interact with each other in any form. It lacks product reviews, a product rating system, it does not have any open forum-like platform, nor does it offer product recommendations. Data from interviews, comparative analyses, and usability tests exposed a desire for such functionality in one form or another. Beginning with the interviews, participants expressed a desire to build community and crowdsource problem solving and troubleshooting. One interviewee stated, "In order to stay current with the trends of the day, I feel like I have to constantly learn. I like to be a sponge and take in all types of knowledge. Forums like Stack Overflow create a supportive community for collective problem solving." Further, they expressed an interest in getting recommendations. They spoke about how overwhelming it can be when first arriving on the site, and there was a theme in reaching out to Backyard Brain staff in order to get these recommendations. The comparative analysis illuminated just why users had these concerns. Across the comparators, many of which came directly from the client or were generated from interviews, nearly every single one of them had some form of product reviews, product recommendations, or open forum. Littlebits, Pasco, and Udemy were particularly effective at integrating these features into their respective platforms. This was also supported by findings from the usability test. In the pre-questionnaire, users overwhelmingly stated that product reviews, rating systems, and recommendations were important features when browsing or purchasing online. Moreover, every single participant said Amazon was among their primary sites for online shopping. The pictures on the left illustrate the differences in the information that is displayed for Backyard Brains products between their own site and Amazon. Meanwhile, the picture on the right depicts how Amazon integrates written reviews and a rating system in order to give customers additional context on the product. Based on the evidence, we have a few suggestions. 1. Creating a forum to create community and alleviate the strain of customer care request volume. Threads may include product troubleshooting, circulating curriculum or experiment ideas, or sharing product information, such as which products go well together or build on each other, among others. 2. Integrate rating and review systems to help users gain insight from other users. And finally, consider mitigating concerns about moderating these systems by relying on objective metrics like number of purchases. Everyone that provided us with feedback was very enthusiastic about their experience with Backyard Brains. They also felt there were ways in which their experience can be improved. As an overview of our recommendations, we believe the following items will add value to the website and improve the user experience. We recommend curating how-to videos, cataloging frequently asked questions, improving sorting and filtering functionality, adding a search bar, maintaining survey feedback, making user segmentation clearer, creating a community forum, and integrating a rating, purchase discount, and review system. While our research has been exhaustive in using a wide range of informative methods, we recognize that there are some limitations which are worth noting for future research. Mainly, our research utilized a limited sample pool for the interviews, surveys, and usability studies. We believe it would be worth seeking additional respondents and participants for future analysis. The limitations of our study relate to minor ways that methods could have been improved, such as with administrating a more comprehensive usability study, which included using physical products in tandem with the website. In closing, we enjoyed working with the Backyard Brains team and felt that we were able to provide rich insights into the obstacles some users face and paths forward to help them improve the customer experience. Thank you for working with us and watching.